It's a pleasure to be here this evening. As Peter introduced, my name is Hakki Mustafa, and I'm a third-year economic history student here at LSE. And when I was first contacted to speak at tonight's reception, I realised that I'd been given a truly incredible opportunity to thank you guys, the donors, on behalf of all student societies here at LSE. And that excitement lasted for around 5 minutes until it was replaced by the anxiety of realising that that responsibility would be mine and mine alone. That said, it's an absolute privilege and honour to be here this evening and to be able to share with you all how the annual fund benefited an initiative which I began this past year with my two co-founding partners and closest friends, Richard Suranjogi and Fifi Kara-Newton, the LSE London 2030 Summit. In my opinion, London's the greatest city in the world for many reasons. The diversity, the history, and although we might not like to admit it, the seasonal changes do add a bit of depth. But London itself does have many challenges, and growing up in the borough of Croydon, as did my co-founding partners, from a young age we realised that the clearest distillation of these inequalities are evident everywhere. So being at LSE gives you many privileges: a world-class education, access to higher speakers and lectures, but also credibility. So we felt we was in a position to use this opportunity to initiate a spark which could lead to some form of change. So last summer, while we were on our internships, we had a dialogue and we frequently exchanged emails, and what began as a small idea quickly evolved into a structured format. The event would be called the London 2030 Summit, and it would be a platform for industry leaders to discuss their vision of London and how we can make a better, more prosperous London for all the inhabitants. With this concept, we then contacted various organisations, and we were able to form partnerships with prestigious organisations such as Google and the Boston Consulting Group, and we also became the first student society in the UK to partner with the Harvard Business Review. Upon returning to LSE, we managed to form a group of students who shared similar interests as us and were willing to invest the time and the energy into making it happen. We also quickly identified potential speakers for the summit. But even though we was making rapid progress, we confronted the issue that everybody comes across in their lifetime, which is cash flow. It was a classic liquidity issue in the sense that a lot of our costs were short-term. Even though a lot of the costs were small, for example, we was hosting downstairs in the old theatre, and a lot of the creative materials were done in-house by the very talented Fifi. A lot of the production materials and other costs, such as speaker transportation costs, would all be short-term. And although we had a generous donation from the Santon Group, it wasn't sufficient to match the requirements. So this is where the annual fund stepped in, and they generously provided us with the necessary money to make it happen. So for that, we're very grateful. The event itself was a huge success. We had over 400 LSE students attend over 2 days, and we had an incredible range of speakers. To name a few: Vivian Hunt, the head of McKinsey UK and Ireland; Emma Duncan, the deputy editor of The Economist; Neil Jameson, the founder of Citizens UK and the Living Wage campaign; and also Camilla Batmangela, the founder of Kids Company. So the range was incredible, and that's not even to mention or forget the LSE man himself, Craig Calhoun, who was also a chair on one of the boards. So we felt we was in a position to initiate that change, and we felt as though we started a thing which could perhaps lead to it. Clearly, the summit was a profound opportunity for myself and my team on many different levels, creatively, professionally, and personally. And I know that the annual fund has also benefited a lot of other societies here at LSE this year. And they organise superb events throughout the year, and the list is endless, I couldn't mention them all. But I'm sure that the majority of these student-led initiatives wouldn't have happened had it not been for the generosity of the annual fund. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to do such interesting work with such amazing people that I care about so much and who teach me and inspire me so much. I couldn't do any work that makes me feel more fulfilled or happy. I'm enormously grateful, so I'd like to say on behalf of my team and all the student societies here at LSE, a huge, huge thank you. I wish you all a great evening, and I'd now like to pass you over to Jenny Blakesley, the Director of LSE Careers. Thank you.